you ever own some noobs on RuneScape? I've never played RuneScape. I'm sure that question was directed to Skylar or Kat or somebody like that that is a better gamer than me. But I am probably the noob that you're going around owning, Gaming Sunday. Oh, I wanted to play Destiny. I thought about renting that the other day. It's boring, though? Where'd my knife go? Oh, I already put it away. All right, so we're just going to cut up our kale here. I'm going to check and make sure I don't have any nasty pieces in here. Yeah, there's just a little nasty bit. What a nasty bit. I'm chopping broccoli. Chopping broccoli. She's chopping broccoli. If you're not old enough to know that Dana Carvey bit, I'm sorry for you, and you should go look it up. Chopping broccoli. Dana Carvey as a washed-up rock star. I'm chopping broccoli. He's chopping broccoli. I know this isn't broccoli, but kale makes me think of broccoli. Let's throw this stuff in here, dude. Let's get our kale on. All right, that was probably already two cups worth of kale, and that's not even coming close to how much I'm going to put in here. It's all about dressing up? Are you talking about Destiny is all about dressing up? Did you mean to say dressing up or leveling up? Destiny is like Halo? I could see that from the screenshots, screen captures that I've watched. Are you guys able to see that? So I want a lot more green in there than what we've got. What I got, said loving, it's what I got, said remember that, loving, it's what I got, I could use that stem. The thing is I've still got a whole nother bag of kale, and the stem is super chewy. I mean, I guess that's a lot of our cellulose is the word I'm thinking of? Like the fiber? Celluloid? And I know I'm not going to go through all that other leafy kale before it goes bad. So I'm not too worried about the fact that I'm discarding some of the usable stem. But that stem also takes a really long time to kind of cook down and soften up. All right, so I think this is getting more to the amount of kale that I like to have in there, the amount of greens. I can imagine you going crazy on the microphone, raging noob. I don't know. You know, I can't remember the last time I raged at a video game. My younger brother and I used to have a place together, and we would host these Halo nights where we'd have like four systems, you know, on the LAN, and definitely swore up a storm. But I don't think I I don't think I ever came close to throwing my controller through my television set, which I would count that as being like a real rage. I think everyone swears while playing Halo or other first-person shooters, don't they? Gaming Sunday just wants me to swear on the channel more than I am. No, I'm not a vegan, Mamba. I'm just trying to get more vegetables into my diet. You know, well, you know, I mean, you live in Alabama, right? Like, we Americans just eat a ton of animal-based proteins. And there's a real cost to that. Like, besides the fact that, you know, animal-based protein is way more expensive than, I mean, these lentils cost me like probably a couple dollars and they've lasted me months, whereas a couple dollars would, you know, would not buy me that much chicken and even less steak. And it has a shelf life, you know. So, I mean, it's not that I'm going to cut out meat for sure. I'm just trying to eat more vegetables in general. I've also reached that age where, like, I have to eat more vegetables in general. I need more fiber in my diet. What did Kyler say? Sema vitamin. I don't know what that means, Kyler. Wow, that makes me feel like such a gaming noob. Oh, was she speaking Polish? Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about a video game. That's even more embarrassing. I was fooled into thinking you were talking about a video game. Prawn curry. Does who know Chinese? Do I know Chinese? I know a very little amount, and it's leaving me really quickly because it's now been 3 years ago that I went to China. I only learned it like while I was there. Like the first thing I did when I arrived in Beijing was I got on Craigslist. They do have Craigslist. And I found a college student, like a local university student, to like meet with me in a coffee shop and help me learn the language. Because I had tried beforehand, like before I went, I tried learning it by tape and that just wasn't working. So I learned a little bit. I mainly learned how to say things like, so like when you're going to a market or something like that where people are selling stuff, they grab you and they're like, yao bu yao. Do you want this or do you not want it? Want or not want? And so a lot of things just kind of get linked off of that, like booyah jega. And I'm butchering like the pronunciation because there's a whole intonation that you have to learn as well. Like, no, I don't want that. Or, wu yao fa piao. I want to buy a ticket. Wu yao mai fa piao. Fa piao. Do I ever go fishing or cook fish? Yeah. I mean, the fishing in Colorado is freaking amazing. We have a species here called the greenback trout. Who was asking? Gaming Sunday? No, Mamba. Okay, so Mamba, you're already familiar with rainbow trout because you live in the United States. So rainbow trout is an invasive species, and here in Colorado, it's displaced the native kind of trout called the greenback. And so most places where you would be fishing, it's catch and release. If it's a greenback, you can take as many rainbow or brook trout as you want in a lot of places. Although like some rivers, like the Arkansas, if a rainbow trout is a certain size, they want you to leave it so that like the tourists will be able to catch it later. I think there's only been one occasion where I was backpacking and I caught a fish that I was allowed to take and eat. I mean, I've caught plenty of fish while backpacking here in Colorado, but they just tend to be, because I go backpacking up in the alpine lakes which is where the greenbacks are. But last fall I was backpacking at a lower elevation and I caught a rainbow and had that for dinner over the campfire. It was pretty freaking good. Pretty freaking good. So I'm just doing my ginger here. This is going to be a lot of ginger. I don't remember how much she called for as an optional addition, but I'm giving it a lot. Need to chop up this bit a little better. What is a greeting in Chinese? Oh, thanks, Kat. What is a greeting in Chinese? That's the thing. Is like stuff is already. I'm already forgetting stuff. One thing you might say is like how ma, like how are you doing? How ma? Ma is a question word, and it's supposed to have like an upward inflection. Ma, that I never really mastered. But yeah, you could say like how ma, how are you doing? And people would say like, how would they say like good? I think that in response you would just say ha, which means good, or bu hao, which means not good. But like the more formal greeting is, the formal greeting is like leaving my mind. I can't remember. It's like one of those basic things. Ni hao. Ni hao. Ni means you. And so again, it's just kind of like asking, like, how are you? Ni hao. Ni hao ma. Guy once caught a blue marlin. That's a huge fish. How long did that feed you? How long did it take to use up all that flesh? All that fish meat. Fish fresh. This is done. Just make sure you don't catch a sailfish, huh? Is that sailfish are I didn't know you weren't allowed to catch sailfish. Get rid of this. And we can get rid of that. Now I'm thinking of that Fatboy Slim song, but I can't remember the lyrics to it. You can do it this, you can do it that. You can do it this, you can do it that. I love the video for that song where Christopher Walken is dancing. Do you guys remember the video for that Fatboy Slim song? Christopher Walken dancing through the hotel, the abandoned hotel. Oh, you can break your arm. Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't know they were like, yeah, I didn't think they were endangered. Kat, before you go off to bed, here, let's show you the finished product. This is done. You have a bowl? Let me get a bowl going. Boom. I need a spoon. Oh, geez, guys. This isn't the finished product. I never put the squash in. How late is it for you, Kat? Let me get rid of this. Ah, that's good stuff. How does that look? What do you think, Kat? Are you going to make this one before you go to bed? Not make it before you go to bed, but tell me what you think. All right, Photech. Yeah, it's late for you too. I forgot the main ingredient. Head's just not screwed on right tonight. All right. Well, have a great night, Photech, Cat, and the other Netherlanders, the Dutch that are in the channel. I'll give you a last shot. Have a great night. It's good. Great texture too. Cat, next time you see Luke, you guys should make this together for sure. Whoops, excuse me. It's healthy and it's great. Thanks, Kids and Lion. Kyler staying up even later. But that's actually well timed because this is pretty much the end.